Hello my lovelies, it's Tuesday and I'm here to share a process video with you. This is a layout from Thanksgiving with me and my daughters, and it is in my game room. You can see it's kind of an open room with a piano, and I've got some open space in there, but the light comes through beautifully through the French doors, and so we like to take pictures in there. And I had spent a couple of days cooking and what have you, and it was just me and my girls, and it was small, but I wanted to make sure I took pictures and documented the moment. And this picture of me and True I like it. It looks a little, I know my facial expression looks a little weird, and she always makes little facial expressions for selfies, but I thought we looked so much alike in that picture. It was amazing. I normally don't think True and I look that much alike, but in that picture you can really see it. So even though I have a weird look, I kept it. So I think that's a huge compliment to me, because she's just a gorgeous girl. So I was like, ooh, I kind of look like True. I was so excited. But, with age comes wisdom. You don't realize, of course, she knows she's beautiful, but I don't think she realizes exactly how stunning she is. And I do, so. And then lovely London there, she dyed her hair red, so you'll notice she's no longer a blonde. She's a brunette, or not a brunette, I'm sorry, a redhead. And she wanted that really badly, so I went ahead and agreed, although I didn't really want her to, but she just was relentless. So you'd have to know London to love London. She can just get on a subject and, oh my, if you don't agree, she's going to find 40 different ways to ask and to persuade and to discuss and to drive into the ground until you submit, because she needs to become a debate lawyer or a trial lawyer. I'm telling you. She has great skills when it comes to those sorts of things. So after several months, I just said, forget it. I'm fine. Just dye your hair red. I'm just done giving you all the reasons why I don't think it's a good idea. But she is 14 on the fast track to thinking she's 30. And what are you going to do? If it's dyeing her hair red over something worse, you have to prioritize. So anyway, that was kind of off subject, but the paper that I used there is by Glitz Design, and it's the Wild and Free collection. I thought it was very reminiscent of Thanksgiving, and so I had an idea to pull in some extra feathers from the Pretty Little Studio and add those, and I'll end up putting them on a string like they're hanging, because I thought that would add more texture and dimension to the page. But I didn't want to cover up that dream catcher. I thought it was just gorgeous on its own. So I went through some of my Jubilee Project Life 3x4 cards, and that's by My Mind's Eye. I guess they're not Project Life. It's actually just 3x4 cards. And I am trying, that collection goes very well with this paper, and I'm trying to kind of match them up. As far as color and design, and sticking with the theme of Thanksgiving and fall. And the circle dies that I use, the little circle tabs there, are by Chic Tags, and the wood veneer is from Prima. And so I cut out a piece of white American cardstock, the word thankful, from I think it's a Wilna file from I want to say November time frame, maybe it's October, and I end up painting it pink, and I don't really like the pink, and I don't think it goes that well, and then it kind of disappears into the background, so I'll end up changing that back to white by the end. But right now I'm just kind of filing through my Mind's Eye, and this is the Market Street collection, and it went very well too. I think these colors just seem to flow together. It's amazing to me how you can pull from different collections and get that same kind of chartreuse, and then that platinum and gray kind of colors go together, and it just worked very, very well for me. So I'm layering here between the die cuts from that ephemera pack, and then I also pulled some label stickers from Teresa Collins, and that is from the Life Emporium collection. And this is where I kind of go wrong. I thought I would watercolor the word thankful, and I just don't like it. It just made it disappear to me. So I'll go back and paint it black, and then it still disappears to me. So a third time is the charm, and I cut out another one and I pop it up on foam dots, and at the end you will see that it is white again. And I actually like it that way because with the black underneath it, it almost looks like a shadow. So I just am using some of the Amy Tan puffy stickers, and they're called Remarks, but they're from different lines, and I think one is Discovery, and I can't remember the other one. Oh, and I said that my Mind's Eye ephemera pack was Market Street. It's not. It's Now and Then. I'm looking at my little cheat sheet. Sorry about that. And here's where I decide to take some twine and fiddle with these feathers. Oh, that's funny. Fiddle with feathers. It's kind of funny. And I made a little knot like they were hanging off, and I tried to glue them down a couple of different ways, and that didn't really work. So I'll end up punching a hole through the top and trying to get it to look like it's actually pulled through the dream catcher. And in person it looks very realistic and adds a ton of dimension and texture, but it took a while to get it to actually work. That thicker twine is by Recollections, and I ended up having to put a piece of tape around the end like an aglet on a shoelace and pulling it through in order to get it to work. And so you'll see me fuss with that. But in the meantime, I used my Cosmo Cricut Tiny Text and added some more labels, and then a little bit of that Liquitex ink that is magenta, and it's a permanent acrylic ink, and I really, really love it. It's very opaque, and if you are looking for a good black, the carbon black is just gorgeous on paper. So I think the opacity makes a huge difference. It's just gorgeous. It's the only way to put it. And so here you can see I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get that thick twine to go through that paper without making a huge hole. And I do figure it out, so. There we go. Just a little ingenuity is all it took. And then I'll use a pop dot to stick down the knot. And I do that with the second feather as well. And since I struggled with the way to do it the first time, the second one was much easier. And you'll see how I accomplished that here with a little piece of tape. And so I really like the way the layout turned out. If you would like to share your layouts with me, I would love to see them on my Facebook page at the Pretty Paper page, and that information is on the end of the video, as well as still pictures, and you'll get to see that cut out word thankful in the final pictures, and also information on how to follow me on Instagram, and let's see what else, Pinterest, that sort of thing. So, oh yeah, the outlining ends up not working either, so I'll cover that all up. But anyway, I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I hope that your Thanksgiving went well. And I appreciate you watching. If you like the video, thumbs up and check out my Facebook group. I'm planning on doing more with it in 2015, and I would love for you to join me. And I will talk to you later. So ta-ta for now. Bye.